Arsenal had flattered to deceive, but then, suddenly, Mikel Arteta's project had taken flight. The Gunners are now locked in for their third successive season challenging for the Premier League title, 1 point off first-place Liverpool after 7 matches. The best part? There's a real feeling that Arteta and his squad have only scratched the surface of what they can achieve together. Improvements have come in increments, and now might be their time. Bukayo Saka, Arsenal's attacking centerpiece, recently claimed, "I don't want to put too much pressure on us, but I do think this is the year. We've been close the last 2 years, we're getting closer. I hope this will be the year." He's certainly doing all he can to make it happen. Bukayo Saka's start to the season. Saka has rarely missed a moment in the Premier League since establishing himself as one of the key pillars of the Emirates' rise. And he's possibly hit his richest vein of form, yet as Arsenal look to make it third time lucky in their top-flight title bid. His prolific qualities are complemented by some pretty astounding underlying metrics. As per FBref, the England international ranks among the top 1% of positional peers in the Premier League this season for shot-creating actions and successful take-ons, as well as the top 4% for progressive carries per 90. A carry is considered progressive if the ball is moved towards the opponent's goal at least 10 yards from its starting point or is carried into the penalty area. Hailed as one of the best players in the world right now by his teammate Gabriel Martinelli earlier this month, the 23-year-old might just have the confidence and quality to make a difference in what is gearing to be a compelling title race. He's good enough to make any player see improvements, but with such unbelievable playmaking, Saka might ensure the success of one transfer target who may move to North London in a matter of months. Arsenal transfer news. According to Football Insider, Arsenal are looking at bolstering their midfield in 2025 and have focused their attention on Shakhtar Donetsk's Georgi Sudakov, with Tottenham Hotspur also in the race. It's thought that both sides are doing due diligence on the Ukrainian, who has been tearing it up in his homeland, though, given that he is likened to Michailo Mudryk, the Gunners will be wary. Transfer journalist Fabrizio Romano reported earlier in the year that Sudakov has a £128 million release clause embedded in his contract, but there's no way that Arsenal would cough up that much and instead would look to negotiate an affordable transaction. Why Georgi Sudakov could thrive at Arsenal. Sudakov, age 22, has only completed 11 career appearances for Shakhtar since graduating from the outfit's youth ranks. But he's showcased a wonderful skill set that has seen him garner attention from plenty of European sides across the past year or two. Here is Sudakov for Shakhtar. Shakhtar recognize that they hold a remarkable talent in their ranks, but so do they recognize that he will not ply his trade in Ukraine for much longer, with the club CEO, Serhiy Palkin, claiming in April, he will definitely move to a top European club this summer. That didn't happen, but interest from top teams like Arsenal remains. And why not? He's as dynamic as they come, capable of operating across myriad placements. And he's demonstrated sharp intelligence qualities that have led him to adapt and bend into situations, a pliability that will serve him well as he potentially steps into the Premier League. Hailed as a sensation by talent scout Jacek Kulik, this could be the perfect move for Sudakov at this stage of his career, joining the likes of Saka in a wonderful attack under Arteta's influence, serving as a foil for Martin Odegaard and supporting Kai Havertz in the center-forward position. Odegaard's recent injury has emphasized the need for another creative midfielder, especially after Emile Smith-Rowe was sold to Fulham in the summer and Fabio Vieira moved back to FC Porto on loan. The 23-cap international's performances in the Champions League last season saw him drawn as a comparable player to the Gunners' skipper by FBref's comparison model. Here is Sudakov for Ukraine. Operating as a sort of roaming number 10 with a propensity to drift out to the left, Sudakov carries himself with an all-encompassing approach to his craft that might just see him thrive in the Premier League. He's a natural-born goalscorer from deep, but his athletic and physical presence could also see him succeed where Mudryk is not, with the Chelsea winger endowed with great talent, but lacking the bite and bulk to succeed, as was anticipated on English shores. He's ceaseless in his attacking drives, and with a playmaker of Saka's distinction partnering him at Arsenal, there's no telling how much havoc could be wreaked across the Premier League and Champions League. Arsenal have been excellent in the top flight over recent campaigns, but have faltered in Europe and within domestic cup competitions, and must now ensure they bolster their ranks with a player like Sudakov to reach a level unseen in North London for several decades.